Hey, what's up everybody? In this video I will be showing you the locations for every easy stash unit. I will show them in the order that the wiki lists them as of the date of recording. You can also see the order I go by in the description below, as well as timestamps for each location. To check to see if you've already built a stash unit, or to see if your items are currently stored in it, you can do so by reading the notice board in Watson's home in the Hasidius house south of the Kryn Castle. There are a total of 29 easy stash units. Each easy stash unit requires 2 normal planks and 10 nails of any type. Bronze nails are the cheapest to purchase. You will also need to bring a hammer and saw in your inventory. In total, you will need 58 normal planks and 290 nails. You will also need a construction level of 29 to build the easy stash units. If you have a crystal saw, you can use the +3 invisible boost that it provides to build a unit. At each location I will tell you the items you need for the stash. You can also see the items and timestamps now in the description below. And if this video helps you at all, I do appreciate the subscriptions as they help motivate me to make more videos. So please subscribe if I helped you out. Before we get started, here is a photo of all the items that will be stored in your easy stash units. This photo will also be linked in the description below. This stash unit can be found at the Silvarea mine northeast of Varrock. It requires bronze plate legs, steel pickaxe, and a steel med helm. This stash unit can be found near the sawmill operator outside the lumber yard. It requires hard leather body, leather chaps, and a bronze axe. Stash unit can be found next to the large urn outside the exam center. It requires a white apron, green boots, and leather gloves. This stash unit can be found inside Aubury's rune shop in Varrock. It requires an air tiara and a staff of water. This stash unit can be found next to the entrance to the Varrock Palace courtyard. It requires a black axe, a coif, and a ruby ring. This stash unit can be found in the Varrock Palace library, in the southeast corner. It requires a green robe top, a ham robe, and an iron warhammer. This stash unit is next to the entrance to the Grand Exchange. It requires a pink skirt, a pink robe top, and a body tiara. This stash unit is inside Mubariz's ticket office at the Duel Arena. It requires an iron chain body, leather chaps, and a coif. This stash unit is in the Al-Kurd mine. It requires desert shirt, leather gloves, and leather boots. This stash unit is outside the shack that leads to Xanaris in the Lumbridge Swamp. It requires a bronze dagger, an iron full helm, and a gold ring. This stash unit is on the bridge to the Wizard's Tower. It requires an iron med helm, an emerald ring, and a white apron. This stash unit is in the Draynor Village market, next to the Northern Menge. It requires studded chaps, iron kite shield, and a steel longsword. This stash unit can be found inside the wheat field southwest of the Lumbridge Mill. It requires blue robe top, turquoise robe bottoms, and an oak shortbow. This stash unit is found just south of the crossroads north of Draynor Village. It requires an iron chain body, a sapphire ring, and a longbow. This stash unit can be found inside Draynor Manor in the southwest corner, south of the fountain. It requires an iron plate body, studded chaps, and a bronze full helm. This stash unit can be found near the Monks of Entrana in Port Sarim. It requires a coif, a steel plate skirt, and a sapphire necklace. This stash unit can be found at Mudskipper Point, southwest of Ferry Ring, AIQ. It requires a black cape, leather chaps, and a steel mace. This stash unit can be found at the center of Remington Mine. It requires a gold necklace, a gold ring, and a bronze spear. This stash unit can be found at the crossroads north of Remington. It requires a green hat, cream robe top, and leather chaps. This stash unit can be found by the entrance to the Falador Party Room. It requires a steel full helm, a steel plate body, and an iron plate skirt. This stash unit can be found outside Herquin's Gem Store in Falador. It requires a mithril pickaxe, a black plate body, and an iron kite shield. This stash unit can be found by the Druid Circle in Taverley, by the southernmost dolmen. It requires a blue wizard hat, a bronze two-handed sword, and ham boots. This stash unit can be found south of the crossroads near the Sinclair Mansion. It requires a leather cowl, an iron scimitar, and a blue wizard robe. This stash unit can be found at the beehives west of Catherby in the southeast corner. It requires a desert shirt, green robe bottoms, and a steel axe. The stash unit is located west of Keep Le Faye's entrance. It requires a coif, an iron plate body, and leather gloves. This stash unit is located east of the Legends Guild gates. It requires iron plate legs, emerald amulet, and an oak longbow. This stash unit is located by the entrance to the Fishing Guild. It requires an emerald ring, a sapphire amulet, and a bronze chainbody. This stash unit is found on the top floor of East Ardougne's mill. It requires a blue robe top, a ham robe, and a tiara. This stash unit can be found in East Ardougne Zoo, near Parroty Pete in the monkey cages. It requires a studded body, bronze plate legs, and a normal staff. Alright, thanks for watching, and if this video helped you at all, or you just enjoyed watching it, please do subscribe, it really does help. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe for more.